I can remember being trapped inside of a negative environment that wouldn't allow me to dream, to the point that I had to set my mind free, to the point that I now dream so big, dreams dream about me. That means if you dreaming about me, but I'm no longer selfish. I now encourage you all to please dream bigger than me. I'm gonna take you back to the truck when I had no money, no clothes, no shoes, and I wrote the quote, "It's okay if your pocket's broke, just make sure your mind makes sense." I'm gonna take you back to the truck when it was just me with no friends, and I wrote the quote, "Never spend your present time with a person that you don't have a future with. I'll show you your future if you show me your 5 best friends." I'm gonna take you back to the truck when I saw my grandmama and she said, "Most people can see, but not everyone has vision." If I'm not looking at you, it's because I can see the quotes that I wrote in the back of my truck. If you believe in your dream, clap one time. If you believe in your dream, clap one time. If you're gonna execute your dream, clap 2 times. If you're gonna live your dream, clap 3 times like you mean it. I'm gonna take you back to the truck when I wrote the quote, "My mama had screws in her leg like Superman had in his head. Doctor said she'll never walk again. I told that woman, close your eyes. Use your mind. I taught the woman how to glide." It's hard to contain my motivation in just a circle. But this right here reminds me of when I was locked up in jail and my grandmama said, "Give those people your body, baby, but don't you give them this." That's how I developed a wealthy mindset. I got 2 felonies. I couldn't get a job, so I created my own. There's people sitting in this room right now that gave me my first opportunity, that saw the dream in me, that believed in me when I didn't even believe in myself. If you really gonna live your dream, man, stand on your feet. The reason why I created Wealthy Minds was to infect billions of people to stand up for their own dream. Most people say they got $1 million dreams, but won't even stand on their feet for 2 seconds. I wrote another quote because I was always running around. I was always late for my dream. And then I thought, I was always late and was the first person to hold my hands out. So I wrote this quote that says, "Rich people show up on time, wealthy people show up before time, and broke people always show up late." But be the first one to hold their hands out. They told me rehearsal was at 3, I was here at 10. This ain't about me, it's my life. I turned negative situations into quotes that I now live. Your life is quotable too. You don't always gotta live by other people's quotes. You can write your own life. I'm passionate about this dream because last time I was in the paper, it was for going to jail. Now I can tell my mama, "Look, baby, we had TEDx. Last year I came right here and sat in that 3rd row right there, and I said, I'm gonna speak my dream into existence. The speaking is just one part. The second part is what a lot of people have a problem with. The execution. I did it. So can you. It was just 300 days ago, 360 days that I sat right there. That's a fact. Nobody can argue with results. The reason why I do speeches and say, stand up for your dream, I want to see who's going to get tired and sit down. It's your dream, not mine. I drove from Alabama to California with no dream, no aspirations, but I believe in myself. Well, that's why I wrote the quote, "Never spend your present time with a person that you don't have a future with." So that means if I can't see myself with you tomorrow, don't call me today. Instagram that. Since we like quotes, what's your quote? They told me the older you get, the wiser you get, and I thought about that, and I said, "No, grandmama, that's not true. I'll just hang around older people that are wise like Sheila Cole, and then I'll just be young and wise. You ever have somebody give you something like most people can see, but not everyone has vision? Do you really know what that means? You know I changed my name to Billionaire PA? Because it's about 1 billion people. But I know my generation, we so stuck on money, and that's why I wrote the quote, money is a promissory note that acquires debt. Knowledge is a promissory note that acquires power. I'm just letting you think about your dream because I'm passionate about seeing your dreams manifest into existence. I brought him up here to speak his dream into existence. The second step of that is, who in this room is willing to hold their hands up and connect with that dream and make that dream come true? Because you see that? You see, the reason, my point is, the key to success is relationships. 7, 8 years ago, I was an intern. And the lady that I worked for, back then, I wasn't getting paid. I was working, 15 hours a day. And it feels good to be an intern. And that lady that put that your dream in your hand gets to come and see you now, living your dream. In here right now. This is bigger than just money to me. I'm gonna go around this whole country. I don't care if you black, white, Mexican. I'm about to inspire the entire world to get up, work together, and speak your dreams into existence as a team. Martin Luther King did not have an Instagram page. Harriet Tubman did not have Facebook. And Malcolm X didn't have Twitter, but yet they changed the whole entire world. I'm gonna need my generation to do more than just post a picture on Instagram and think that you changed the world. This is a lifestyle. These people showed up in the street. You want your dream to come true? Put hard, smart work behind it. Hard work is cool, but smart work is way better. There's a difference between rich people and wealthy people. Wealthy people give first, receive later with no expectation. That's what I do. We're gonna give first. I'm gonna give you all my inspiration and motivation to get up and speak your dream into existence.
How much did they first pay you to give up on your dreams? And when were you going to stop and come back and do what makes you happy? You know why kids love athletes? Kids love athletes because they follow their dreams. I see guys who work at the same company for their entire lives. They clock in, they clock out, and they never have a moment of happiness. You have an opportunity. This is a rebirth.
Life has a way of pushing our dreams down. They can become buried under discouragement, buried under past mistakes. There are dreams buried under divorce, buried under low self-esteem. It's easy to settle for mediocrity even though we have all this potential buried on the inside. All of us have things that we're believing for, something that we want to accomplish. Deep down, we know it's a part of our destiny. We can feel it so strongly. But then we hit some setbacks. We didn't get the promotion. The medical report wasn't good. Or a relationship didn't work out. Now, don't let circumstances talk you out of it. You may not understand why a business didn't make it, why a person walked away, why you came down with an illness. You were doing the right thing, but the wrong thing happened. It's all a part of the process. Your dream may be buried. The good news is it's still alive. It's not too late to see it come to pass. If you'll do your part and start believing again, get your passion back, it is on the way. Go back and try again. The true mark of a champion is even though some dirt gets thrown on your dream, instead of letting it get buried, you keep shaking it off. You keep moving forward. You keep looking for new opportunities. If you're going to reach your highest potential, you have to make up your mind that you are in it for the long haul. You're not going to let people talk you out of it. Circumstances discourage you. Delays cause you to give up. Critical people cause you to get distracted. You're going to stay focused on your goal. This is your time. This is your moment. Your destiny is calling out to you.
Dream big and make those big things happen. I'm a dreamer. I will never stop being a dreamer.
If you're going to be successful in creating the life of your dreams, you have to believe that you are capable of making it happen. You have to believe that you have the right stuff and that you're able to pull it off. Now, whether you call it self-esteem, self-confidence, or self-assurance, it's a deep-seated belief that you have what it takes, the abilities, the inner resources, the talents, and the skills to create your desired results. Now, believing in yourself is simply an attitude. Believing in yourself is a choice. You have to choose to believe that you can do anything you set your mind to, anything at all, because, in fact, you can.
What does that mean to you, this victory?
It means everything. It means everything. It means you were right. It means they were right. It means that the people that didn't believe, they were wrong. It means that when you don't believe, you do yourself a disservice because it is wrong. So you got to believe. You got to believe in what you want to do. You got to believe in what you want to get accomplished, and believe that somehow, somewhere within yourself and in the universe around you, there are tools and resources that will be of aid and help the man that really wants to get it done.
Life is death without change. Are you willing to make a change in your life, to realize a dream, to fulfill what's in your mind, what you can visualize as your life? And are you willing to put the sweat equity, the time, the persistency that it takes, not on your timetable, but on fate's timetable? If you are, then you have to educate yourself in whatever that subject matter is.
As T. Lawrence said, all men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their minds wake in the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act on their dreams with open eyes to make them possible. That, at the end of the day, is the very mission of my life, to get people to understand that there is a difference between dreaming and executing, about doing something based on the things that you want to see happen in the world. But most people hit that moment of action and they stop. But they don't stop knowingly. They stop for 1,000 different reasons that they're never able to put their finger on. They stop because they're tired. They stop because circumstance dictates. They stop because they don't have enough money. They stop because they're too young. They stop because they're too old. They stop for a whole host of reasons that at the end of the day are total bullshit. The thing that stops them is fear. The thing that stops them is a belief that they don't even know they have, that says that they're never going to accomplish. They stop because they can't muster the belief in themselves to move forward, to believe that their actions will have the consequences that they want, to believe that they can learn the things that they don't already understand, to believe in themselves that their actions will generate a reward. And that reward is very simple, that you can close your eyes and imagine the world that you want to create and open them and create it. And some people are stopped by something even more dangerous. They dream too small. And as David Ogilvy said, don't bunt. Aim out of the ballpark. Aim for the company of immortals. When you can do that, when you can allow yourself to dream at that level, when you can allow yourself to believe in yourself, to believe in your ability to become the kind of person that can swing for the fences, not only swing for the fences, but make contact. To be able to call your shot like Babe Ruth and knock it out of the park. When you can look at yourself and have the arrogance of belief in yourself that you are capable of that you are worthy of being remembered, that you are worthy of people knowing your name, then you will strike out and have a chance at greatness. But it starts with that. It starts with being willing to believe that all the people, the wall of humanity that stands behind you in the past, none of them have anything that you don't. And the only difference between the greats, the only difference between those who are remembered and those who are forgotten, is the willingness to step up to the plate and call their shot.
you are going to be, you already are in another form. You are the acorn of an oak tree. Acorn doesn't look anything like an oak tree. It doesn't remotely look like it would ever have branches and leaves and be productive. It's just a nut. An acorn is a nut. But everything that an oak tree is in the acorn, even though it hadn't shaped out yet. So everything that the acorn will ever be is already in that nut. And everything that you will ever be is already in you right now. And the best people to be around are people who see it in you, even though you don't look like a tree yet. I'm looking for somebody who sees a tree in my nut.
But the difference between people who get married 3 years and then get divorced and people who have been married 30 years is how you handle the breaking point. If you don't learn how to master the breaking point, you may have many ventures, but you will not accrue massive success in any area because you have not mastered the breaking point. Every time life runs you to a breaking point, you will give up and quit. You will back away and run. You will say, this is too hard, this is too emotional, this is too stressful, and you will back away. You cannot be a champion until you have survived a breaking point.
It's in you. It's in you. It's in you. It's in you. Go ahead and rehearse. Go ahead and play your scale. Go ahead and work on your level. Go ahead and master where you are. And after a while, without you even trying to do it, where you started will turn into where you're going. That's what destiny is pulling you into. If you understand what I'm teaching, give God 30 seconds of a recital praise. Somebody's about to take flight. Clear the runway. Start the engine. Buckle your seatbelts, because God is teaching me how to flow into my destiny.
What is killing you is that you're at the breaking point. Your strength is going to make you tough enough to get there, and your weakness is going to make you humble enough to be grateful after you have arrived.
The power to make choices is one of our God-given gifts. Choices. To choose, to decide, to prefer, to select, to elect. A particular path or course is unique to us as human species. The house we choose, the jobs we choose, the degrees we chose, the subjects that we took, the books that we read, the people that we befriended, the choices that we made determine to a large degree the experiences that we're having in life. If you made better choices, you could be happy. If you made better choices, you could have peace of mind. In fact, even if you chose to think differently than you think, you could have peace of mind. Most of us torment ourselves by choosing to reflect on things we cannot fix, we cannot change, we cannot alter, and we cannot move. And you are the author of your own misery because of the choices. Only humans have the ability and the commitment to make choices. We select, we choose. Now, sometimes to our own detriment. Because I would suggest to you today that we are where we are today in part as a result of the choices we made yesterday. Purpose trumps profit. Purpose trumps profit. You don't always make a decision by the bottom line. Sometimes you have to do things just because they're right. Sometimes right doesn't look profitable in the short term, but right will pay you back with interest if you hold on. Purpose trumps profit every time. I've watched it for years. Guys who snatch after profit end up being nothing. But if you search after purpose, profit will snatch after you. This is resistance training. It's pulling against it that's going to make you strong. Every time it comes to control how you speak, how you understand, or how you think, if you resist it, it'll flee.